Good morning.
With a good coffee, it's okay.
Right, are we recording? Yeah, we're
Okay,
recording.
okay.
Perfect. So, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. I don't know where you are from, where you're coming from. We are in the UK. It's not a very nice day today, not sunny, but it's fine. I hope you enjoy this presentation. So we are, if you can mute yourself, please, thank you. So my name is Natalia Hartman. I am the product marketing manager for ILTM Cannes. Thanks for attending this webinar, which will give you an overview of the buyer journey at ILTM Cannes, demonstrate how to select the exhibitors you want to meet, how to add more meetings to your diary, and let's kick off. So here is the agenda for today. And I will shortly pass it over to my colleague, Catherine. Catherine will guide you to the buyer journey at ILTM. And after that, we have Alice that will explain to you how to build your profile and how to select the exhibitors you want to have meetings with. Soon after, we have Megan, who will explain to you what Colleqt is. And we have a short Q&A session. So if you have questions now, please put your questions in the chat. We do have some people from the buyers team that can help us answer your question straight away as soon as you add your questions in the chat. If we don't know the answer, we will find out and come back to you after this webinar. Now, let me pass over to my colleague, Catherine.
Hello, everyone. My name is Catherine, and I'm the buyer manager for the ILTM portfolio events, including ILTM Cannes Show, our flagship event, as you know. I hope you're all excited to join us in Cannes in just 2 months' time, and we look forward to welcoming you there. Thank you for joining the webinar. As Natalia said, this will give you an overview of the buyer journey at ILTM Cannes, demonstrates the functionality of your buyer zone, of our system, and we need to ensure that you make the most out of your appointment diary at the event. So I'll start with talking a little bit about the buyer zone, the importance of the information you share about your company, as well as your accommodation and travel information. So the buyer zone is the main area you will be working in during the next few weeks in preparation for the event. You're now able to check and update your profile if necessary. If you wish to take a look at the company information you have put in the registration form, Alice will show how to do this later on. It is very important, and I cannot stress it enough, how important it is to have the most updated information about your company, because it is now visible to all exhibitors. So the statistics show that exhibitors do their research prior to the show, and when they select their appointment preferences, they look exactly at the buyer profiles, at the geo regions of their interest, to make sure that they select them for their future appointments. The next topic I would like to cover is the flight and accommodation. This information is also available in your buyer zone. So if you haven't provided your travel information, please do. The deadline has passed in the middle of September. So please do let us know when you're arriving to Cannes as soon as possible. So accommodation is also confirmed in your buyer zone. If you have any questions, we're more than happy to put you through our travel team. If you would like to extend your stay or probably change something, this is also possible to do for now. Then I will move on to the key dates. So just so you know, the the appointment preferences selection is now open. You might have received our email yesterday inviting you to start working on your appointment preferences. So this will last until 27th of October. So by 27th of October, you should select all your preferences and rank them. This will directly affect the quality of your diary. After that, you will have some time to review your diary, and Alice will demonstrate how to do this. The second part of your appointment preferences, appointment selections will start on 6th of November and will last until 20th of November. We also have a very useful how-to guides on the portal. So apart from watching this webinar, again, you can also use the how-to guides. They are very easy to use and showcase all the steps you need to do on each step of the process. There is also a welcome pack available on the portal. So those who are attending the event for the first time will find a lot of new information in there and probably answers to their questions. So feel free to take a look. Then about a week before the event, we will send information about your mobile app, how to use it, how to utilize it before the show, and on site about the messaging system and all the other functionality of mobile app. You will also receive your badge. And the last step of preparation for the event would be using the tool to capture exhibitor details, which is called Colleqt. And as Natalia said, Megan will talk you through this. If you have any questions, we will put the email address in the chat, email address of the buyer team. You can reach us whenever you want for any further questions, or you can ask in the Q&A session after we finish the presentation. I will now pass the floor on to Alice. So please go ahead with the demonstration and explain our dear buyers how to use it.
Perfect. Thanks, Katya. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining. Appreciate lots of different time zones, so hopefully it's useful. I'm Alice. I'm the Digital Products Manager at ILTM Cannes. So I'm going to just talk you through the buyer zone and what you're seeing at the moment in terms of preferences, and then how you manage that process. And then we'll just have a quick look at the self-scheduled appointments as well, so that when we get to that phase on the 6th of November, you've had a look at it ahead of time. So this is the current buyer zone. So hopefully you've all been in and had access. All of the information now on the run up to the event will surface in here. And we do our best to keep everything as up to date as we can, so that throughout the run up to the show, you're aware of what's needed and sort of how long you've got left. So I'll just start with the sort of reflection of the homepage. So you've got everything accessible in here. You can view your profile and quickly link through to view and search for your preferences, which I'll show you through in a minute. All of your travel and accommodation information will now be in here as well. So you can see that from your homepage, but also everything needed will be in the travel and accommodation section as well. Hopefully we have all of those details already, but if not, you can access everything you need here to let the teams know and give us that information, so that it surfaces then in the portal and in your agendas as well. We'll keep announcements up to date as we go through, so that you're aware of when preferences are closing and when we start to open up self-scheduled meetings as well, and then also when we release diaries as well before the show. So I think, as Katya mentioned, it's really important that your profile is completely up to date, and if there's anything that was missed during registration, you can go into your buyer zone now and edit that information. So if you just click into your profile and edit profile, you'll see a profile summary and editor form. So anything related to your contact details, you won't be able to change, obviously, so name, your company name, contact details, but if any huge issues, you can contact the hosted buyer team for that. You can change all of your bio and summaries within here and your company information. So if there's anything that isn't right that you've missed, definitely update that, because if exhibitors are searching for you through the free text fields in the search page, that, yeah, you wouldn't then surface. You can add your company logos within the form as well. You can add a profile picture, but you can do that directly in the portal, so I'll show you that in a second. So if I just return to summary, so that's the key profile information. And then, as we've highlighted, it's really important that all of the products and services you're looking for, and then where your clients are based, is up to date. So you can see the summary view here. If there's anything you've missed in terms of regions, countries, and then your products and services, if you just edit that, then you'll be able to change that directly here, so that that's then captured and pulled through to your profile within the exhibitor's search. Just return. So once you've done that and done your review, you can just submit that information, and then that will be updated for us in your profile. I think I'd got as far as profile and covered that, so we'll just quickly go through actual preference selection now, and what we need you to do in the run-up for preferences. So to select your exhibitors, there's a couple of ways you can do this, either through filters, which will pull through all of the sort of regions and products, services that you're looking for. So if you apply that, again, it will surface everything that the exhibitors have filled out within their profiles. So you can bulk select, or you can just add sort of manually as you go. It will go alphabetically, so it might be that you want to search for recent exhibitors who've joined, or likewise the opposite. You are able to exclude and block exhibitors if you've met them before, or you're just not interested in those regions, products and services as well. So if again, you can just filter those out, and if you need to do that, that will just mean that we won't pre-schedule any meetings with them. It's really key that we can save filters as well. So if you see at the bottom here, I can just save this filter, and that then means that when you're actually ranking preferences, or we come back to do self-scheduled meetings, that you have the filters that are relevant to you on save. So it just makes it really quick to then manage all of that as well. So I will just clear that. Another really handy feature is knowing which exhibitors want to meet with you. So that will be your mutuals. So if you select that at the bottom there, just for those who've selected me, you'll see a little star there of wants to meet. So that will always surface within your search page, and then it'll also show in your preference rankings as well, so you can just quickly see who's mutual. Again, it's really easy just to use our sort of free search text. So if you're searching directly or know somebody by name or hotel, then just use free the text search there. It will pull through more accurately if you use quotation marks, so we encourage that to be done, and then you should get an accurate result. Just type in read. There we go. And again, that will just show who wants that they want to meet, if that's relevant, and then you can just add and block from that view as well. We'll keep this up to date. So in terms of how many preferences you've actually set, you can see that on this view as well. So every time you're adding or removing, we reflect that number, and it's really important that you do select the 100, because that will then enhance your pre-scheduled appointments when we go through to run that in the system. And then again, you can see here just how many days you've got left. So that's just a countdown timer for you whilst we run through the preference phase. So once you've selected who you want to meet with, you need to go in and rank your preferences. So obviously once you've got a lot in here, it is quite a long list. So we tried to make it nice and easy. You can drag and drop, or if you want to push someone to the bottom quite quickly, you can just add numbers in there and that will drop them down. I think, as I mentioned, you'll be able to see who's mutual. You can also just remove exhibitors from the list at this point. And then we also have a notes feature. So if you want to just make some notes, document anything, you can do that and that will be available to you. So it's only internal and it's private for you, but it's just a good way to keep your reminders. Once you've got all your preferences in, again, you can use the filters. So either your saved filters or filter out in a different way just to highlight the exhibitors quite quickly. So you can see there that I've just highlighted my saved filter. So it might be that that's my main preference. If they're all at the bottom of the page, it would be a pain to drag them up. So you can just filter them out and very quickly send them to the top. And then likewise, you could do the same just to send them to the bottom. So again, it's just a quick way to manage them in bulk before you actually go in and do your really specific ordering of 1 to 100. There is our guidance tab, so definitely use this if you get stuck. We have walkthroughs available for the search page, so it will help you as you navigate through all of the filters and the search. So do use that if you get stuck. And then if you need to see all of your exhibitor views and the full profile, you can do that as well. So just use that expand all and collapse, and that will show you the full information. So that's also available to you when you're actually ranking your preferences. I'm going to now move on to show you self-scheduled appointments. So once we've ran preference selection, we'll pre-schedule all of the mutual appointments for you, and that will pre-populate into your diaries. On the 6th of November, we'll then open self-scheduled meetings. So that means any available slots you've still got left, you can request meetings with the exhibitors, and likewise they can do the same to you for anyone that you've not been pre-scheduled with. So apologies, this is a test environment, so it might look slightly different, but conceptually it's the same. So once we run the match, you'll see your pre-scheduled meetings in your diary, and that will be surfaced in purple. So you can see here, I've got a couple of pre-scheduled meetings, but I've also got some free slots that I can now go in and self-schedule. So you can see here that I've sent a request and I've also got a received request. If I haven't actioned that, I can still go in and search for a meeting at that time. It might be that it's a sort of key time for you, so you want to get your main meetings in that slot. So go back to that. So I've now sent out another request, but I've also got a received request, and it's really key at this point that you do manage all of your outgoing and incoming requests. We don't want those to be lost, and if exhibitors have requested meetings with you, we really want that to be sort of accepted or declined promptly. So all of your incoming requests will show when they were requested, and then also the expiry time on that. So you have up to 48 hours. Once you're within your 12-hour limit, it will just show in red there, so you know that you need to action that. You will get notified daily of any pending requests as well, so that will just mean you can link straight back into your portal and manage those requests. So if I accept this request coming in, it will now block that out, but I haven't lost the requests that I've sent out. So you can still go in and manage those. You can either change the time, so you might say, actually, I do still want to see that person, so I'm going to send a new time, and then that will just update for them as well. But you might say, actually, I don't want to meet with them anymore, so you can just cancel that request and then give them a reason as well as to why you've done that. So once we've ran all of the self-scheduled meetings and that phase, we will then circulate final diaries. But you can also note here that you can print your diaries as a PDF and also download them as a CSV. So if it's helpful for you at the show to have a hard copy, then you can use those. But I guess the main thing to call out is it will all be synced into the mobile app. So once diaries are closed, that will be available in the mobile app for you to use at the show. And it's really important that you sort of manage that through the app. We also have a feature within the app now where you can contact exhibitors off the back of your meetings. So a great kind of instant chat functionality that means if you're going to be slightly late and you're not a no-show, you can just contact exhibitors on site directly from that meeting. That's everything that I wanted to show for preference selection and self-scheduled meetings. Apologies that I froze and it's been a little bit broken up, but hopefully it's been useful. Obviously the team are always on hand to help, and hopefully the portals are easy for you to navigate and provide the best experience.
So some of you have been asking about the guides. So the preferences guide is already on the portal. You can find it, you can download it. So it will explain step by step what Alice explained to you right now. Of course, with a demonstration, it's much easier for you to understand, but you also have this as a backup for you to understand it easily. The welcome pack is not on the portal yet. It will be by Friday, end of the day, UK time. We are still waiting for a few stuff, but basically, you will be able to find all the information about the show. So what to wear, how to collect my badge, what time does it open, what time does it close, where should I collect my badge from. All the information will be on the welcome pack. This will be shared, as I said, by Friday, end of the day UK time. So it will be on the portal. And I will pass over to my colleague, Megan. Megan will explain to you what Colleqt is, and we have a little video, a nice video for you to watch and understand it easily. Megan, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Natalia. Hi, everyone. I'm Megan from the Digital Success team. So here we'll be focusing on Colleqt. And for anyone who is not familiar with Colleqt, this is a tool that will allow you to connect with exhibitors directly from your smartphone. So if you happen to be walking around the show and notice that an exhibitor might be in a meeting or away from their stand, and you happen to take interest in the brand, you can scan the Colleqt QR that will be displayed in front of their stand, and you'll receive their company information along with any brochures that have been looped in their exhibitor profile. And then at the end of the show, you'll receive an email just summarizing those connections that you've captured. As Natalia mentioned, we do have a short video that we will play in a sec. But just so that you're all confident on how to get started, what you need to do is you can scan any Colleqt QR from your native camera. So this can be a QR that you see on a stand. We'll also have a QR that will be on signage at all entrance points. So you can get started there, or if you're on a stand, do it that way. And then you will need to allow your camera permissions, and then you will need to scan the QR that's below your name on your badge to link your account. Natalia, can we play the video, please? I'm just going to click through to the video. And just shout if you can hear the sound as well.
We can see it, but I can't hear anything.
Oh, I think this is just the one without the voiceover anyway. Just music. It's not going full screen for me. Sorry, that was not going full screen. Let me go back to the video, to the presentation. Let me come out of this. Okay, cool. So that was the video. So just a few things that I want to highlight with Colleqt is, and this tends to happen quite often, if you happen to scan the wrong badge when setting up your account, totally fine, this does happen. All you need to do is clear your browsing history and then start the process again. So that would be clear history, then go back to scanning any Colleqt QR of interest, and then scanning your badge again to set up the correct account. And I do also want to flag that Colleqt is not a tool to be used for meeting check-ins. It's genuinely just to connect with exhibitors and show interest in their company, and have the opportunity to download any of their documents or brochures that have been included in their profile.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alice. Is there any questions we haven't answered yet?
Natalia, can I just jump in and just add one point, just because it came up quite a lot yesterday and I just saw it a few times in the chat today. So Colleqt is not a mobile app. So it essentially is a progressive web app, which typically means it's just a web application that delivers like an app-like experience. So all you need is your camera on your phone and scan a QR, and whatever your default browser is set to, so whether that's Safari or Google, that's where Colleqt will take you to. And then through that browser, you can you'll see a tab at the bottom that says tap to scan more, and you can just scan as many QRs of interest, and then at the end of the day you'll get your an email summary. I'm going to drop another video in this chat because I think a lot of people were quite confused with the video that we demonstrated, and this just gives 1, 2, 3 steps as well, so hopefully that's a bit more clear. Thank you.
Thank you. We have a question from Evie.
Yes, hello,
Sorry.
everyone.
Yeah, hi, hello, you're right.
I have a question. Okay, I've been a hosted buyer for many years now, but it was always a question for me. Can we decline any pre-scheduled appointments? I mean, the purpled ones that have been given to us before we make any changes on the second phase? Because sometimes, you know, we give 100 preferences, and then maybe you match make with an exhibitor that is not of interest, let's say. Can we decline any of those that are pre-scheduled?
It generally isn't something we do, or we don't allow, sorry. But if there's a huge issue, obviously contact the team and we'd look to manage it. But we don't give the ability for you guys to go in and cancel them, unfortunately. With self-scheduled meetings, we do. So once that's opened up, you'll be able to cancel those.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Evie. Duncan?
Hi everyone. Thanks so much. I asked a question in the chat, and I know you've said speak to my account manager, but as an LGBT and queer focused inclusive agency, one of our biggest challenges is getting requests from countries that we will not meet. And so we just want to make sure that we've blocked as many as we can already through the selection, but we still get requests and we can't meet them. And I don't want to be matched with them and then be a no-show, because we will just not show to those appointments.
I believe someone will answer that question.
Hello, I'm just emailing you right now. My name is Catherine again. So I'm your account manager, so I will talk you through the process, how to deal with this.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thanks.
Anyone else want to speak up? Megan, apparently they cannot open that video. I think we need to download, or
yeah, I just
it has to be on YouTube.
Just drop it into the presentation when we send, and then we'll add a new slide and just add it there.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so I believe that's it. If you guys do not have any more questions, you have 25 minutes back to your diary. I'm sure you're busy, so this is appreciated. As I said, everything will be, so this is being recorded, and we are planning to have it on the portal by end of the day today, if not tomorrow morning. Thank you very much, and looking forward to seeing you at the show.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
See you there.
Thank you. See you there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yasmin? Yasmin, you have a question?
Thank you.
No questions? Okay, thank you.
Can you hear me? I have a question.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you. If you've been invited to join a luncheon, how do you block off the time on your schedule so you don't?
Catherine?
Yeah, you will be able to do this after the what was the day, 27th of October. So when you get your diary, you will have access to actual slots, and you will be able to block your diaries. But please make sure that your lunch fits within the time frame of the lunch allocated by ILTM. We don't want your appointments to be missed if possible.
No, I don't want to miss the appointments, but I'm assuming that they didn't want me to miss the appointments either.
Yes, we do ask exhibitors not to change the lunch times, but again, there are so many people inviting you as buyers to join the lunches. Just make sure that timing is okay.
So just to review, after October 27th, I'll be able to get into my diary?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
I was
yes.
trying. Yeah, I wasn't sure because I spoke a couple of times, but it seemed like wasn't sure if anyone. So it was similar to what I think it's Mindy just asked regarding the diary and external, like other appointments. I wondered, for the evening events, is there any events that are compulsory? Because
in the evening,
obviously, yeah, because some of the suppliers, they've already started like planning their evening events and so forth. So before I commit to anything, I wanted to make sure that if there's anything like for hosted buyers that's compulsory that we need to block our time for. I know the diary is going to open in a few weeks' time, but just so that we can manage any invites that come through directly to us, we're able to make provisions for any compulsory events.
Yes, so we do have some networking events in the evenings, like opening party, the forum, and the closing party, but they're not compulsory, so it's up to you what you choose to attend.
Okay.
Closing and opening parties have limited capacity, so if you would like to opt out, just let us know, please, so we can manage the numbers.
Sure. And the transportation from the venue to, because if you're staying like very far out, transportation is organized in the morning and evening back to the location, right?
Yes, the shuttle. Yeah, go ahead.
If we then say, for example, like I attended a hotel dinner, is there or an event, is there later transportation, or we need to make our own arrangements?
So we will share the transportation schedule on a website later, I think in late November. If I'm not mistaken, I can double check this for you if you put your email address in the chat. So this will be announced, the schedule of our buses for those staying outside of Cannes. So you're welcome to use any transportation, even if you're not attending ILTM official evening event. But please make sure that you keep the timings handy, because they will not change once they're published. So you can use ILTM shuttle buses for sure. You don't have to attend ILTM events. If you have other plans, you can also use the shuttles. Just make sure that you stick to the timings.
Sure. Yeah, that was what I was wondering, if I needed to make an arrangement for a car or anything separately, which obviously there'll be some days where we'd need to, but if it's like a routine dinner and there's a shuttle going back, it would be great.
Yeah,
if you could just join that same shuttle.
there are extensive shuttles scheduled. So well, on the peak times they will run every 30 minutes for events like opening and closing party. So you can check the schedule and make plans.
Just to add,
Okay,
Kat,
thank you.
Katya, just to add, we have the shuttle service updated on the welcome pack. So this will be live on Friday. It's all
Lovely,
updated.
lovely.
Yeah.
Even earlier.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you.
When should we expect our information about our transfers?
It is usually sent by B Network, so our travel team. I need to double check this as well because I'm unaware of the exact date. Transfer information. I'll get back to you, Mindy.
Thank you. I put my email in the chat.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Thank you. Anyone else? I think now it's time for us to end this meeting. Thank you very much for attending. So you guys have our email, so just email us if you have any questions. Thank you very much.
Have a good
Bye,
day.
everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.